It's time to head to Nebraska, the latest stop on our cross-country tour as America reopens. Kaylee Hartung, she's smack dab in the middle of it. And Kaylee, we heard Nebraska calls itself the home of the Reuben sandwich. We knew about the Omaha steaks, not so much about this, but did you get to try one?
Robin, all the sauerkraut wit has ever wished for. We have eaten so well.
About the kraut.
About the crowd. You can't come here, though, and not get a Reuben, not get a steak, not get a milkshake from Zestos. We did it all. But I swear, what makes everything here taste better are the friendly and the welcoming people you meet along the way. The pandemic challenged them all in new ways, but as the state motto here says, it's time to get back to living the good life.
We're rising and shining in the Cornhusker State, Nebraska's sprawling farmland, home to nearly 4 times more cows than people, with natural wonders.
No landlocked state has more water running through it than Nebraska. There are nearly 80,000 miles of river to navigate here, including the Elkhorn River.
Tubing and Adventures was already struggling when COVID hit.
The water was over our head, and we got wiped out.
Historic flooding in 2019 made floating the river impossible, and when 2020 brought more uncertainty for Brock Barron, his loyal customers were there to help.
It was pretty tough. All the unknowns, that was the tough part of the pandemic. There was a lot of support and people just reaching out, providing donations to us to help us bounce back.
People who love this place, people who wanted to make sure that they'd be able to come back here.
Yes, there's some very passionate people that love Tubing and Adventures and are part of our TNA family.
And Baker's Candies is making life sweeter here.
Our chocolate is Nebraska's thing.
When the pandemic shut down the state's largest candy outlet, Todd Baker and his family started selling their gourmet chocolates online for the first time. A boom for business.
We were able to send it direct to our customers, and actually, for that very reason, 2020 ended up being a record year for us when it was all said and done.
Young entrepreneurs here getting creative too.
This particular facility that we're in right now is the Fairdale Village Marketplace.
With help from the Omaha Economic Development Corporation, transforming refurbished shipping containers into affordable storefronts.
OEDC is just a living, breathing, working model of an infrastructure for another Black Wall Street. They own property and they're making it accessible to people to come in and do business who have never done business before.
During the pandemic, the Fair Village Marketplace waiving rent for its tenants to help keep their small business dreams alive.
And hopefully be able to grow their business. Hopefully we'd like to see one day they get so big they move out, and then we'll bring some new entrepreneurs into it.
And when the pandemic forced Crescent Moon Ale House to close its doors, it was reliance on an old classic that saved business.
Even though it was the pandemic, people still wanted to have their Reuben fix and get their Reuben sandwich and all the other things that went along with it.
Omaha claiming to be the birthplace of the Reuben sandwich, the team at Crescent Moon perfecting the recipe.
There's a lot of things that we do slightly differently to build our Reuben. You have all the flavor profiles and they all meld together to make one great sandwich.
To make a great sandwich, you need high quality meat. And Just Good Meats in Omaha delivers the best.
When you think of Nebraska, you think of beef. And here at Just Good Meat, we have the best beef.
When the pandemic reached its peak and stores ran out of supply, Just Good Meats met the demand.
We're hoarding meat. They were coming in here like it was toilet paper, and we felt like we were really essential on that part because we wanted to help everybody we could.
And now they're joining us in saying,
Rise and shine, Nebraska!
It was really stunning to hear from the Fuller family at Just Good Meats what that demand looked like. They're used to people coming into their shop for 6 steaks and a couple pounds of ground meat. But during the pandemic, people were loading up on 20 T-bones at a time and 20 pounds of ground beef. They're still feeling the after effects of 2020, but they are pushing through to recovery. And here in the city of Omaha, helping the recovery, the hundreds of thousands of fans who have come here for the College World Series. We've got more on that coming up. Robin?
We cannot wait to talk to you about that.
I was going to say, probably feeling the after effect of 20 T-bones.
20 T-bones sticking out.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.